Hello, and welcome to another edition of Dan's All Drinks Considered. I'm Dan, and as you can see, this is a drink. So this week we're going back to the well of big brands, and we're certainly off of our recent trend between the pickle juice shot 2 weeks ago and the, frankly, much more appealing chia drink last week. We're kind of off the health drink train now. Here we have Pepsi Blue, which is kind of a 2000s version of Crystal Pepsi. Pepsi Blue was originally introduced in the early 2000s, discontinued after just a couple of years on the market, much like Crystal Pepsi was, and just this year, like the Crystal Pepsi brief relaunch a couple of years ago, just this past May, Pepsi Blue was temporarily brought back. And I do mean temporarily. From what I understand, the production run is already over, so basically it is at this point while supplies last. And I admit I never tried Pepsi Blue during its original run. Crystal Pepsi, which I actually like quite a bit, I had during both its original early 90s run and the re-release a few years ago. The re-release of that was a little bit different in that it did have sugar, or I believe specifically corn syrup in it, whereas the original Crystal Pepsi was sugar-free. Pepsi Blue, on the other hand, I did not actually try during its initial run. Frankly, the color to me is a little bit off-putting. That being said, I do tend to like berry flavors. Blueberries I'm not a big fan of, but raspberries, blue raspberry flavor, which of course is not actually a real fruit, but due to issues with red dyes, blue raspberry was introduced as a flavor for candies and things of that nature. That I do tend to like. Raspberry, real or artificial. So, yeah. Berry flavor, it can go in multiple directions. I guess we'll find out what Pepsi Blue, or at least the reissue of Pepsi Blue, I'm not sure if there's any formulaic differences. We'll see what it's all about. So, we'll do as ever the visual test, the smell test, and the all-important taste test. Get that open. Get a nice pour here. Oh yeah, that's definitely not a color that appears in nature. As far as the label goes, by the way, it is fairly standard for this size Pepsi product. Nothing too unusual to remark on. But anyway, visual test. Well, it may be Windex, it may be antifreeze, or it may just be a very unnaturally blue soda. I guess we'll find out. Smell test? Ooh, yeah. It's not a bad smell or anything, but it is definitely a kind of a sticky blue candy flavor. Oh, it almost smells a bit like cotton candy, to be honest. Yeah, definitely smells very sugary. Yeah, I guess we'll see how it tastes. Here we go. Taste is actually kind of interesting, not that bad. It definitely tastes like cola with this kind of it doesn't to me really taste like berries, but this almost cotton candy like overlay to it. It's not a bad taste. It certainly tastes unhealthy, so again, we are off that recent healthy drink kick for sure. But yeah, I suspect if I was a kid, I would be all over this stuff, for better or probably for worse. As it is now, it's pretty good tasting, but I'm not over the moon for it. I'd still definitely pick regular Pepsi, wild cherry Pepsi, even Crystal Pepsi. I know it's not in production now, but if it was, even Crystal Pepsi I would pick over this. But yeah, it's not bad, so I'm certainly not sorry I tried it during this brief re-release. In a way, I'm kind of glad that I'm not over the moon for it. It's nothing worse than really, really liking something that's a limited edition, and then, of course, it's, after a certain point, no longer available. Polar, by the way, I am still waiting for you guys to bring back the pomegranate sangria summer flavor from several years ago. Every year, keep hoping it'll come back. But, still no luck. God, that stuff was good. Well, as far as Pepsi Blue here goes, I guess it's another week of Dan's All Drinks Considered in the books. So, many more weeks, many more drinks. We will see you next time.